Hello everybody, welcome back to SnowRunner, my hard mode playthrough. We are in Taymyr, Russian Federation for the next episode, which I think is 5. We are gonna do the clearing the way task, which will help us in the quarry map to push west into Zimnegorsk, because I want to get the Tayga suspension raised, and I think we get near the Tatarin on the way to do that. So if I can do it, that's what I'll get out of this episode, but we'll see. The main thing, or the start of it, is just to clear that road and push west and see if there's any other obstacles and maybe other things that affect the plan. But a high level plan, I'd like to get into Zimnegorsk, I'd like to get to the other side of Zimnegorsk and see about picking up the Tatarin possibly, and also the Taiga race suspension. So without further ado, we'll have some metal beams on the loading platform, and we'll get 2 lots of metal beams loaded. And then before hitting the record button, since the last episode, all I've done is gone back, collected the trailer, and then chucked some fuel in the Azov and driven back here. I'm very sure, as I've said before, this blue crane is not as powerful as the yellow one you get on American trucks. I think that's a little bit of a shame, but maybe it compensates for the fact that in general the Russian trucks seem to be the most powerful for general use, so maybe this is one of their Achilles heels. It seems a bit strange to me that this blue crane isn't as good as the yellow cranes. So we are going, it's just out here. I don't think I'll take the loaf with me, mainly because it needs to go to a garage itself to get its upgrades installed, but I will use some repair points from it, because I noticed that my suspension on this Azov is down to 86 out of 190. So if you're unlucky, that could be one good wall up and you're broken. So I'll just stop off at the loop to repair the suspension. Alright, so I'll just pause here a sec. Change into the loaf. We've still got some fuel in it, I thought I'd emptied it. And repair. 300 roof repair points in the roof. Let's just fully repair. That's a decent number of repair points, isn't it? Yeah, fully repaired as of now, so perfect. Let's get going. Oh, don't do that. Don't do that. Why would you do that? That's quite a nasty gully. It was dark, so I didn't quite see how bad it was, but yeah, it's quite deep on that side of the road. I also noticed when I was looking at the map before starting the record button that there's a quest or mission trailer in the quarry that I hadn't noticed. But if it's full, that'll be another 2,000 litres of fuel to use for my onward journey, so that'll be quite useful. So we might have a little look at that on the way in. And maybe bring the crocodile back to fill up. So on the map there, I'm talking about in this little side area, there's a trailer right there. Looks like a gas station. So I think I'll detour in through that way anyway, just to have a look at that trailer. I won't pull it on with me because I've already got a trailer hooked up, but I might bring the crocodile back for it. Or at least to fill the crocodile up. So off this side road here. So that's a cargo area for something, plus a fuel station. So have a quick look at what the fuel costs. $6 per litre, so yeah, that's quite expensive. But this trailer, and I'm pretty sure this trailer is a mission one, because it doesn't show up on the map as a trailer that belongs to me. If it belonged to me, it would be in that list. But it does look like it's full, so let's just slurp some out of it anyway. Fill ourselves up and then move on. Find the crocodile, get these two iron metal beams delivered. Why is that stuck? Handbrake is off. What's that stuck on? Weird. Oh, was I just pushing into that tree stump? Wasn't me. I didn't do it. Can't prove nothing. There's the crocodile on the right, just passing. Let's get this delivered. Cargo. Metal beams, 1, 2. We'll begin work clearing the debris. I can still see a suspiciously large amount of rock on the road, but I guess they cleared it a little bit. I'm not sure what my 2 pallets of metal beams actually did there, but anyway, I'm just moving this past so that I can get it out of the way. I'm hoping, yeah, this will do. I'll just park this on the side here, and then the crocodile will be able to get past. Oh, damage again. That'll do. And then on the map, jump into the crocodile. 83% full, and the roof rack is full, so I'm not going to bother going back. We're going to push on and see if we can get to Zimnegorsk. I'm not even worrying about watchtowers at the moment on this map. I'm just looking at opening up the region get all of the maps accessible. Get all of the roads cleared, and then I'll do the proper scouting. But I really want to try and get the Tayga raised suspension. As has been pointed out in comments, the Taiga would make a pretty good exploration truck for the seismic module. And I'd like to do that, but I want to, at the moment it's got snow chains on, and I want to take the snow chains off, but I'd like to do that, replacing them with full-size tyres rather than buying the smaller tyres. So that's why I'm pushing for the race suspension, really. So this is a truck recovery of some sort. Off-road discovered. Engine off. There's a trucker just ahead of me. See what this task says. Rewards, quite good. 5,500. So we'll look at the map and see what it requires. Deliver this Zix to the service hub. And the service hub is well, I've got to repair it, so it's not good. I've got to restore it first, and then I've got to deliver it, so it's not telling me at the moment where the service hub is. Okay, stop tracking. Fine. But it's another Zix, so I'm pretty sure we don't get to keep it, so not a priority activity. Okay, so no task required to unlock this one. That's quite good. Right, it's our first time in Zimnegorsk, which I'm sure I'm not saying properly, but there you go. So I think this is a garage area, but it's got to be unlocked and repaired. So this is the start of having to activate areas in order to progress. So there's a repair ramp thing, and then I think there's one of these buildings. Let's go in there and have a look anyway. But I think they're contracts, so I'm not going to get much out of going in there. I don't think. We'll see if there are any tasks in there. I can see something. That looks like a broken car that may be an upgrade. Right, let's see what this task is. Truck recovery. Oh, you get a step. 310E. Accept, start tracking, engine off. Let's have a look at what that is. So I don't know what that truck is. I don't know how useful that is, but let's see where it is. So it needs restoring and quite a lot of repair points. You know what? I really feel like this crocodile would benefit from having the repair add-on on it, because there's quite a few repair tasks as I'm going around. And I can't fit it here because this garage is going to be repaired. Okay. Let's stop tracking that. There's no point tracking that for the minute. And then, was there anything else here that was interesting? I don't know how these work in hard mode, but I gather that you can drive over that and repair yourself, but I don't know if that just charges you the same money that the garage would. And I assume that one of these big buildings will be a garage when it's been activated through doing contracts, but nothing else in here lighting up. for us. Yeah, I do think this... I don't know how it'll affect the handling because I've not really used one before, but I think this truck would benefit from that service add-on if it doesn't make it too unstable. Right, let's see what this is. Documentary film. That's probably going to be a sightseeing type one. It's not a lot of money, so can I get a cameraman to a location? Visit the survey point. Scout is recommended. Maybe, but it's not going to be a priority. So what I'm going to do is push on west along this road. And if I happen to go anywhere near that survey point, I will, but I don't see it being near where I think from MapRunner I need to go to get to the Tayga race suspension. Right. It's quite a fast flowing river. I hope this doesn't cause me too many problems. Not too bad. Right, let's make sure I know where I'm going here. I want to go that way, and follow that road a bit. I don't know what the... I know I want the Tatarin. I don't know what its fuel consumption is like in terms of hard mode suitability. It seems to be rated as the best scout in the game from reviews I've seen, but there's not many people do reviews with hard mode considerations factoring into their review comments. I have to say though, apart from the fact that I'm doing this as a channel and getting the feedback and encouragement from comments on my videos, but in general gameplay terms, I much prefer this game in hard mode. I'm sure if I'd have stayed just playing it in campaign mode, I might have given up by now, because you just get a bit spoiled for trucks. It all gets a bit too easy. You know, recovery and repair is overpowered. Free repairs, free fuel. There's not an awful lot of challenge to it for me, so I do prefer the hard mode aspects of it. I don't think I'd be playing it in easy mode. It's quite a nasty road. Quite unpleasant terrain. And because it's dark, I can't really see if there are any side trails that would have been better for me. So that must be the step. Let's have a quick look at the map. Truck recovery, yeah. So it's a 6-wheeler. That step. 310E was it? Interesting. But I haven't got the repair points to do anything with it right now, so I'm not gonna concern myself with that as I just get past it and keep going. So interestingly, and again I don't know if it needs repair points, but interestingly I think the Tatarin is basically just a bit north of where I am now. Can't see it, but I think it's basically here somewhere. So I probably should take a look up there, shouldn't I? What's my fuel like? Yeah, let's just go up there. Not overly keen on doing this sort of thing in the dark, but I think we'll try and weave our way up there and see if it needs repair or whether it's just mine when I get there. Watching these big rocks. Drive carefully enough to hopefully not tip up over on them. Looking for somewhere I can get up past these rocks. Not looking very nice, is it? Maybe I should have gone that way. Oh, there it is. So I can see the vehicle now. It's just hidden in those trees. Yeah, I don't like the risk factor of where I am. I'm going to turn and see if there was a way a better way back here. So even though it's rocky, I might be able to pull myself up over it. Be careful not to tip myself over though, because I don't fancy driving up here. So I wonder if this bit... Nah, that's horrible, isn't it? There obviously is a way up here, because this is a truck that everybody gets basically if they come to this map. It's one of the main reasons to come here. There we go. Can I get over that? I should be able to get over that. If I get a rope on, I should be able to get over that, shouldn't I? Put that rope on a great big tree. And building myself over. There we go. So there is a TUZ 420 Tatarin engine off. And I don't see any quest actions for it, so that might be one that's just mine. Having got here. It's almost empty of fuel. It's got a 300 litre tank though, so that's not too bad. So the step is down to a third of a tank on its main tank, but I think it's got a full roof rack. I need to get this back down to this trail, and I'd like to get both vehicles down to the trail. I don't need to keep going with both, but I'd like to get them both out of this hill. That probably means taking some fuel out of the roof. So I've only got 60, but putting some fuel in, I might end up running out of fuel and causing myself to have to come in with a fuel trailer and do a rescue. But let's change into the Tatarin, and then I'm going to be going down through the trees and over the rocks and pretty much out the way I came up, I think. So maybe that means more. I think it was there that I came up. There and then down. But I'll tow the crocodile. Let's just hook it on, try and turn it round. Crocodile's just a bit rolled over by the Tatarin. This thing's a beast, isn't it? Oh, I like this. This is fun. I want to get it to a garage though, because I'm pretty sure you can put a some roof bars on it that would give it. It's back on it. Oh, no. Savage. I'm just burning fuel here. I need to get this thing down. Maybe I should just pay to recover it. I know that goes against the grain for me, but maybe that would be a more sensible thing to do than burning the little fuel that I've got to end up with 2 vehicles stuck up on a hill. I'm just going over these rocks. I'm just getting out. But I'm going to take the... and try and take the croc with me. Just going to drag it. What could possibly go wrong? I'm making a right pig's ear of this, aren't I? Engine off. Jump into the step. Done a whole load of bodywork damage on the crocodile now, probably, but jump back into the Tatarin. And then try to just get the 2 of them down off this hill. And to the road. That's a cool truck though, I like that. What's it like in the cab? Oh, that's quite smart. So it's always on diff lock and all-wheel drive. I've not got much fuel left. How much fuel is left in? So the Croc's got 50. I think I'm going to treat this as the Croc is now empty and needs a rescue, but I've gained a Tatarin in the process. So then I'm going to, with 100 litres-ish, I'm going to push on down this road in the Tatarin, because it's a new truck and I want to drive it, and try and get the Taiga suspension. And I don't know if there's any fuel along this route. I can't see any on Map Runner. But that doesn't mean to say there isn't any, because there could potentially be like quest type traders. But I suspect I'll have to bring the Azov in to do a fuel rescue. But I'm starting this with 100 litres, so it's a third of a tank. Let's see how we do. It's a bit of a beast, isn't it? A bit of a go anywhere. So check a map. Yeah, we're basically, I think the Tayga upgrade is just there. So we'll go up into this little compound, whatever this is. This looks like something I'll be coming in to repair, I guess. Finish whatever this building is. Right. So there is an upgrade. 15 litres from where I left the other truck to get to here. And race suspension for the Taiga 63E05. Okay, and thank you very much. I'm very happy with that. Because what that now means is I will jump over to the Drownlands. Right, so this is currently still in Alaska, but retained in the Alaska garage. I think it's in the White Valley, Alaska garage. So I'm going to pay to deploy this here. 3,500 for this one. Then customize, and the race suspension that we just got, we can now stick on. I don't think I'll need the stock. I'll keep it anyway, just in case this becomes too tippy with raised. But generally, I think raised equals big tyres equals good. Now, I'm not sure about putting these on, because I didn't get on with these tyres on the ANK, but that was in a snow map. Given that they're called the Taiga tyres, I probably should, shouldn't I? Yeah, I'm going to buy those for this. And then let's have a look at what other choices I've got here. I haven't got the either of the upgrades yet, so I need to get these upgrades unlocked on this region. We've got an off-road gearbox, that's fine. Tyres we've just done. This has got a stock winch because I've put the medium winch in the Crocodile, and I think at this point it is worth me spending the money on a second. I think I only own one advanced medium winch, I think. So I think it's worth me buying that. I don't need two stock mediums, so I'll sell one of them. It's just 500, barely worth it. I'll keep the other one just because it's useful to, if I decide to swap the advanced medium into another vehicle, I don't have to buy a stock medium to do it. Spare wheel. I'm going to fit it anyway, but I want to see if, and then have I got the best? Yeah, I've already got the best snorkel. And then I want to put the seismic module on this truck because I think it's a lot more maneuverable than the Azov. Anything else apart from the fact that it probably needs a repair? It looks a bit beaten up, but Wheel fenders. No option to remove those. I don't care much about sun visors. Rooftop. Beacons and fog lights. Roof fog lights will do. They're already on there. Front bumper. Currently got the heavy duty pipe. No reason to change that, I don't think. Don't care about horns. Don't think they changed the game. So the stock exhaust, I think, comes out the bottom. And I generally prefer that, I think. So I'll leave that. Tayga rim's fine. Colour scheme. Now I don't want... I consider that to be a snow zone colour scheme. That's why I put it on there. Don't know if I want the Tayga Tiger. Or whether to go for. But is that a bit boring? No, I quite like that. We're going to just go for a straightforward orange stripe. Yeah. And then full repair for 2,500. Yeah, why not? Brand new truck look. Fully repaired. New modules. Now, so the reason for looking at that is that then I think the continuation of opening up this map is geological research. And if I track that and go into the global map, I think that basically I need to take this search and scan a starting point. I think that is in the quarry. So while I can't see it here, that's in the quarry. So I think that's what I'm going to be doing with the Taiga. And that now gives me, trucks wise, on the Tamiya map, 5 trucks. I've got the Taiga, the Azov, the Loaf, the Tatarin, and the Crocodile. I want to get that Tatarin back to a garage. So that Taiga is now outfitted to push forward and do this geo research starting point, which that is in the quarry, and I think worth going and doing that now. And I think we go the same route into the quarry that we've been doing so far. So I am going to leave the garage and drive. Taiga's full of fuel because I fueled all my vehicles up before retaining them, basically. All the ones that I knew I was going to be bringing here and not selling, I fully fueled them up before leaving Alaska or Michigan for the other ones that I haven't used since. So this add-on is a little bit top heavy. It's not really going to give me a fair idea of how stable this truck is, but it'll do. Push on into the quarry and I'll see you guys there. So, from what I can make out, the next geo research location is about here. So I'm going to come down, grab a bit more fuel out of that trailer that we had earlier. Maybe pull that trailer around the road a little bit. I don't know where it's got to be delivered to. But pull it out onto the road a little bit, because I know I'll need to take... I might even take that trailer into Zimnegorsk, refuel those 2 trucks and then come back. But for now, I am going to push south and get this geo research starting point discovered. Don't know, it might be sensible, depending on whether there are blocked roads and so on the later stages of this, but to get this seismic add-on chain of activity done. So yeah, I'll pull this out a little bit, keep track of where it is, so that when I do discover whatever task needs it delivering, I'll know where to take it. Oh, you can't, yeah. So I remember now. I don't think I can attach this. Yeah. So I can't attach a trailer with this add-on. So I'll just drag it with a winch a bit. Leave it here. This will do. Drive-by fueling. So refuel now. And follow this road trail. Drives quite nice. I'm not unhappy with this choice of grabbing the race suspension, sticking these tyres on. So far so good, which is obviously an ominous thing to say, because it means I'll tip the bloody thing over now probably. But no, it doesn't feel a bad truck to drive. Always liked the Taiga. It felt in ice, it wasn't tall enough to pull certain trailers through ice with without the race suspension. So I'm in the right area. 7. I think I'm in the right area. There we go. Just needed to move a little bit. There we go. That's that one finished. And thank you to One Pole Left in the comments for suggesting the Taiga for this seismic module. Because look at it, it's a lot more compact. It's a lot more manoeuvrable for some of the areas that you have to go to for this. So what did that do for us? Triangulation is next. And then, is there any other geo research? So, geological research, and that looks like that's going to be in Zimnegorsk, looking at the icon here. What should I do? I don't really feel that there's enough time left on the episode for me to do triangulation, because I think the points that you've got to get to are kind of here and here, and it's starting to feel like I should be doing some watchtowers while I'm doing that. So I don't think I've got time to do that in this episode. That's probably next episode. So I'm just pondering what I should do in this episode to finish. And I think what I want to do is jump back into the Tatarin. And see if I can get back to some fuel. But I've only got just over a quarter of a tank of fuel left in this. And as has been pointed out, I think by Ace, there are 2 Tatarins that you get to recover. I think they're both in Tamir. So one of them is probably a case of either selling it or maybe using it for special expeditions and deploying it on other maps to go and do things, like potentially going back and trying to get gold in Alaska. So yeah, I'm just going to drive this back as far as I can until it runs out of fuel, and then probably bring the Azov in to do a fuel rescue, get this and the crocodile back out, and then start doing watchtowers and things. I kind of feel like I need, with some of these new trucks I've got, I need to do a little bit of garage work. I feel like the crocodile would benefit from the repair module add-on and then go into the resupply zone that I've got in Drowned Lands. I feel like the Tatarin needs to hit a garage and maybe see if it's got a roof rack for some extra fuel and repair points on it. The Loaf needs its raised suspension fitting, I think. Yeah, so I might get all 3 of these vehicles back to the Drowned Lands, do some garage work, and then think about coming back out and doing recoveries, upgrades, and watchtowers. I'm pleased to have this though. Right. So what we'll do now is fill up or both, but fill up the Tatarin. But now I'm not going to take the croc with me, because I may use it to find watchtowers and things on this map. I don't need to. I'm just going to use this. I'm going to drive this back to the garage in the Drowned Lands, and I will, because I wouldn't mind having a look at this in the garage before the end of the episode, as a kind of wrap the episode by seeing what my upgrade options are like for this truck. So I will see you guys in the Drowned Lands garage. Alright, so here we are back at the garage with the Tatarin, and I decided to drag the Loaf as I was passing it anyway. I have pulled the Loaf back. So that is the Tatarin in the garage. That's a cool looking thing, isn't it? So, what are my choices here? There's no engine upgrade. I can buy an advanced special gearbox. Which doesn't look like it would make any difference to the performance, fuel consumption, etc. Offers a full range of gears at a cost of higher fuel consumption. So I think that's where I'm eating into my money now, between the Tayga upgrades and this. I am, but let's sell one of those specials. We'll get a lot for it, but we'll get a little bit back. No tyre options, it's just mud tyres by default, so when we go to snowy maps there's no option to put chains on it. Autonomous Scout, I've got another one in stock, that's handy. And then frame add-ons, yeah, there's a roof rack, so that roof rack gives me an extra 120, so that's 420 fuel that this can run around with. 4 spare wheels and 150 repair points. That is well worth it in my opinion. And then what's my colour scheme choices? Cool, so that's like a crocodile or an alligator. Custom paint job, or there are some multicolours. Let's have a look. So these are all going to be camo. I'll tell you what, I quite like that red. I think I'm going to go for that red. That's the one that immediately strikes me as okay. And then that's actually it. So that is probably my new primary Scout. And then, just because I want to drive it, see what these lights are like. Not too bad, so I'll put extra lights across the roof a bit. I think that'll be okay. But I think I should run out and grab the slight engine upgrade for the loaf, just as a excuse to drive my newly painted up Tatarin. Because it's not far away, just in here somewhere. So quick look. Yeah, so it's about there. It's one of the, I love driving all the trucks in this game. You guys know I love this game, but certain trucks make you smile more than others, and this is on the list of trucks that make me smile so far. Make me smile a lot. I love it. Right, so there we go. Engine off, and that is a small upgrade for the loaf as well as these other trucks that I don't currently have. So that's that. Just a little foray out in this truck. And there's not a lot of upgrades to get for it, so it's not like, you know, this is basically pretty much a finished article now. There's not a lot more to do with it, it's just drive it and use it. But I do like the fact that it carries, I need to take it back and refuel it, but it carries 420 litres and it doesn't seem to be too horrible for fuel. Okay, so I like this. It's a good truck. It makes me smile. I will do some scouting in this in the next episode. In the meantime, I'm going to leave this episode here. That's plenty long enough for me to edit down. I hope you enjoyed the episode. A little bit bitty in terms of what I got done, but I did achieve what I wanted at the start, which is get this truck and get the Tayga suspension. So that was the two goals I set myself, so that's pretty good. I'm happy with that. I hope to see you in the next episode, which should be on Monday. And in the meantime, thank you very much and goodbye.